Alright guys, back at the 2008 Yamaha R6. Today we're going to be working on this gas tank. We're going to be pulling out the fuel pump. We're going to be doing some investigating. We're going to see what that sound is that's rocking around inside the tank. We're going to see if the fuel pump is salvageable. Then we might move on to the rear subframe here. Possibly removing some of this stuff right here. Potentially putting the chain on here. I want to put the chain back on, the sprocket back on. And then we might move on to cleaning this air box here. We're going to start with this gas tank though. We're going to remove this fuel pump here. We're going to see what we're working with. Let's get started. Okay, so we got the fuel tank all wired up in there. Can't really see that. We're going to see if maybe the fuel pump primes and if she starts. I think that was it priming. Oh, forgot. Switch is toast. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled the rear subframe broken section off right here. Just went and disconnected a couple of these connections. After throwing the tank on and plugging it all in the bike, and after soldering the switch back together, the ignition still doesn't work. So I'm not really sure if it's a wiring issue or if that needs replaced. We're going to start with replacing this, and if that doesn't work, we're going to dig more into the electronics. I've went ahead and pulled this tank bracket off, and we're going to see if we can get it welded and then put back on the bike. These are kind of hard to find, so I'm going to see if maybe we can get it repaired before I think about replacing it. Got a new subframe right here. New used. New kill switch. Let's get them installed. So I got the bike up on stands here. Took that broken piece of the subframe off right here. Got the tank up. I'm going to be replacing the kill switch here and then the subframe as well. Hopefully this solves the starting issue. If it doesn't, we'll have to trace it down somewhere here potentially. But let's start with this. Alright, so we let the battery charge for about an hour. Let's try to crank it one more time. Alright, so we're going to take a break from trying to start the bike. We're going to go ahead and we're going to swap out the subframe. We're going to swap out this tank. And I have the bracket that goes right here. Got this welded up right here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. Got the new tank right here. Got the new subframe right here. So let's go ahead and throw those on. Got the old subframe off. Got the tank off. Got the old lock-in gas cap off the old gas tank here. Just getting ready to swap it onto the new one. Just cleaning it up a little bit. Pulled the fuel pump out. Still not 100% sure this is even good. It primes up. Bike still doesn't run though, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to throw it in the new tank, put a little bit of gas in it, see if it runs. If it doesn't, probably go ahead and swap out the fuel pump and go from there. But go ahead, we got the subframe mounted on. Got the new tank bracket mounted up. Got all the wiring kind of plumbed up for now. I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit better later, but just kind of threw it in there for now. But we're gonna go ahead and throw that lock-in gas cap back on there, and we'll see what we can do. Got the fuel cap back on there. Works like it should. It is a little crooked from the accident, obviously. Let's see if maybe I can straighten it back out. It should be fine just like that. Obviously it seals up and everything. It's just not 100% perfect. I'm just glad it all works out. It looked a lot worse than that when it was on the original tank over there. So we're gonna go ahead and mount this up. New tank is on. Subframe's on. Tank bracket. Mounted up. Time to put a little bit of gas in her. See if she starts. I don't have much faith in this fuel pump. We'll see how it goes, but this will probably be where I stop for now. Got the rims coming in a couple days for this bike right here. And I'll be able to wheel it out, be able to give it a bath, and then we'll be able to start throwing on all these parts we got for this bike. So that video will be coming soon too. Stay tuned.